Okay, so since by accident I erased the whole lesson, I'm just going to record this part of your book, which is on page. I'm already on page number 355 of your Go Math book. Okay, so for number one, to find the answer for number one, okay, we have two rectangles. Okay, so this number represents the two rectangles. Okay, the 1/4 represents how each rectangle is divided into. Okay, so to find the answer, we just need to count the number of rectangles, which is 2. It's already here. The number of squares in each rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a total of 4 pieces in each rectangle. Okay, to find the answer, we just need to multiply 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4? 8. Okay, so that's for number one. Number two, use a model to complete the number sentence. Okay, so to find what fraction by 1/6 we need to use to multiply, okay, the first thing that we're going to consider is the shaded pieces. How many shaded pieces are in this picture? Only one. So that's our numerator. Okay, how many total pieces are together? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. All right. So what would the answer be? 1 times 1 equals 1, and 6 times 12 equals 72. Okay, so that is what the answer would be. Okay, then, okay, for the next section, which is something similar that you're going to see on your homework. Okay, you need to write a related multiplication sentence to solve. Okay, so 3 divided by 1/4. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we're going to use the same dividend, which is 3. We're going to change our division symbol to times, and we're going to flip this fraction, okay, to end up with 4 ones. Okay, so this denominator, you don't need to write it. The only thing that you need to write is the numerator. Okay, so what's 3 times 4? 12. And that is your answer. When you're dividing a whole number by a fraction, your answer needs to be a whole number greater than your dividend. Okay, so if somehow you end up with a fraction as your answer, you have to go back and check. Because again, when you have a whole number divided by a fraction, your answer is a whole number, and it also needs to be greater than your dividend. Okay, on number 4, we start with a fraction. So the fraction, we're going to write it the same way. Remember, we do not change the dividend. What we change is the divisor. We use the reciprocal of the divisor. Remember that a whole number will always have a 1 as its denominator. So we just have to flip it. Okay, so when we flip it, we will end up with 1 being the numerator and 4 being the denominator. What is 1 times 1? 1. 5 times 4, 20. Can we simplify? No, we can't. So that's our final answer. Okay, when you divide a fraction by a whole number, your answer will always be a fraction less than your dividend. Okay, if we look at number 5, our dividend is 1/9. So we're gonna write it the same way, 1/9. We change our division symbol to times because we are using a related multiplication sentence. Okay, and then we flip the divisor to use its reciprocal. When we flip 3 ones, we will end up with 1 being the numerator and 3 being the denominator, and then you just multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator, and that's your final answer. Okay, number 6, now we're dividing a whole number by a fraction. Remember that our answer needs to be a whole number greater than 7. So the dividend stays the same. Okay, we change our symbol to times and we flip this fraction. When you flip the fraction, you will end up with 2 ones. Remember, you do not need to write the denominator. You just write the numerator, which is 2, on your multiplication sentence. What's 7 times 2? 14. Okay, we divided a whole number by a fraction. Our answer, it needs to be a whole number greater than the dividend. Okay, a few more and then I'll let you work on your homework. Number 7, write a related multiplication sentence to solve. Again, so we're using a related multiplication sentence to solve. Why? Because division and multiplication are inverse operations. Okay, so 5, dividend 5 stays the same. We change our symbol to times. We flip our fraction to use its reciprocal, 3 ones. Again, we do not need to write the 1. Okay, we just write the numerator and then we multiply 5 times 3. Our answer needs to be a whole number greater than our dividend. Okay, number 8. 8 divided by 1/2. So the dividend stays the same, which is 8. We change our division symbol to times. We flip this fraction for its reciprocal to end up with 2 ones. We do not need to write the 1. The only thing that we're going to use is the numerator. What is 8 times 2 times 2? 16. Okay, number 9, a fraction. Okay, our answer is going to be a fraction because we're dividing a fraction by a whole number. Okay, we change the division symbol to times. We flip the fraction so that we'll end up with 1 as the numerator and 7 as the denominator. Okay, and then we multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 4 equals 28. And that's the final answer. Okay, last one, and then I'll let you work on yours by yourself. 1/2. So again, the dividend stays the same. Then we change the division symbol to times, and then we flip this fraction to use its reciprocal. So the 1 will end up on the top and the 9 will end up on the bottom. Multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 9 equals 8. Okay, so this same process is the process that you are going to use on your homework. Okay, let me know if you have any questions by sending me a text message. Okay, see you on the next video.